Welcome to the Nordic Venture Show, your speed date with the coolest ventures, brightest founders, and exciting things happening in the Nordics. In this episode, our venture date is with Spaak Technologies, Hamilton AI for Public Affairs.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're plunging into Spaak Technologies and their AI-powered system, Hamilton.
Right, the public affairs operating system. Sounds quite grand.
It does. We've looked at their website and also a press release about some recent funding.
A pre-seed round, yeah. 1.5 million.
Exactly. So our mission today is really to figure out, okay, what is Hamilton, who's using it, and, why all the buzz in public affairs?
And for you listening, if you're keen on getting up to speed quickly on new tech, especially AI, this should be, well, pretty interesting. We're looking at how it's being applied in a specific complex field.
Definitely. So let's get straight to it. Spaak Technologies, they only started in January 2024.
Super recent.
Right. And then Hamilton launched just 3 months later. That seems incredibly fast.
It really does. Suggests they had a clear plan or maybe an existing base to build on. Their whole mission seems to be about taming political data.
Yeah, gathering it, streamlining it, making sense of what can be a really messy landscape, centralizing it.
And it's pitched as an assistant, right? For the professionals, NGOs, companies, associations, that kind of thing.
Not replacing people, but helping them navigate public affairs better.
The idea being, let the tech handle some of the grunt work so people can focus on strategy, building relationships, the human element.
Okay, so this assistant, what's it actually doing? Uses AI, obviously.
Right, to speed up research, help with drafting documents, make advocacy, well, smarter, more precise.
So turning that flood of data into something actionable.
Exactly. Data into insights, insights into action. That's the promise. Saving time, boosting research quality.
Now, something you picked up on earlier was the transparency aspect.
Yes. This seems key. They're apparently quite open about their sources, unlike, let's face it, a lot of AI tools that are more like black boxes.
And that's crucial in public affairs, isn't it? Trust is everything.
Absolutely. Astrid Guffler from Jeff, she's one of their users, specifically highlighted this. The transparency is a big plus.
Okay, so we have transparency. What about actual results? Are users seeing benefits?
Seems so. We saw a quote from Caroline Ho Goldberg at Historisk Hughes, that's historical houses.
Oh.
She talked about getting deep insights into local politics, which she found valuable. And she stressed it works for small orgs too, not just the big players.
That's interesting. Local politics can be so opaque sometimes, so it's not just for, say, big corporations lobbying at the EU level.
Apparently not. That suggests the core problem, just keeping track of everything and understanding it, is pretty universal, whether you're focused locally or internationally.
Makes sense. Then there's Troels Blitcher Danielson from TechniQ. What did he say?
He talked about speed, how Hamilton monitors hundreds of sources, parliaments, ministries, the EU, government bodies, you name it, and gives them faster insights into political agendas.
And the benefit for them.
Freeing up resources. That was his main point. His team can spend less time chasing information and more time on, again, strategy and connections.
It's that theme again, augmenting, not replacing, handling the data overload.
Precisely. Automating the time-sucking parts. Letting the professionals use their expertise where it counts most. The judgment, the nuance, the relationships.
Okay, let's talk money. That pre-seed round. March 17th, 2025, 1.5 million.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid amount for pre-seed. Shows some real investor confidence. No.VC, J12 Ventures were involved.
It's more than just keeping the lights on, right? That kind of funding suggests ambition.
Oh, absolutely. It's fuel for growth, for developing the platform further. The investors clearly see a market need and think Spaak has a shot at filling it.
So what is Spaak's big picture? Their ultimate vision, they're based in Copenhagen and Brussels.
Right, straddling national and EU levels. Their team is a mix of tech people and industry experts.
And the vision itself is, well, it's bold.
It is.
Yeah.
They talk about making democracy the undisputed best option globally.
Wow, okay. How does Hamilton fit into that?
By improving transparency and cutting through bureaucracy, essentially. Empowering advocates and regulators to make democratic processes faster, smarter, more transparent. That's the pitch.
It's a lofty goal, using tech to make the machinery of democracy work better.
It is. And focusing on Copenhagen and Brussels makes sense for that, covering both national and supranational policy hubs.
So just to recap the target audience then, who exactly needs this?
It seems quite broad within the public affairs sphere. NGOs, companies, trade associations, even consultancies, anyone who needs to track and influence policy.
For their day-to-day work, like quick research?
Yeah, day-to-day productivity, lightning-fast research, as they call it, and also covering blind spots, making sure you don't miss some crucial development buried in a regional report or something.
That ability to customize sources and topics must be key there.
Definitely. Tailoring the monitoring to what actually matters for your organization across all the relevant levels of government, like an early warning system.
Okay, let's try and pull this all together. Spaak Technologies. With Hamilton, it's an AI tool for public affairs.
Right. Designed to centralize political data, give quick insights, save time.
Freeing people up for strategy, relationships. We heard from users liking the local insights, the transparency, the speed.
And that 1.5 million funding shows investors believe there's something significant here. Potential to impact how policy is tracked and maybe even shaped.
And for you listening, it's a really concrete example of AI moving into these complex, information-heavy professional domains.
Yeah, beyond the usual consumer applications.
Yeah.
And that focus on transparent sources is particularly relevant given the field.
It offers a glimpse into how public affairs work might be changing.
Definitely. So thinking about that, as tools like Hamilton get better at centralizing and analyzing political data, what does that mean long term?
That's the final thought, isn't it? What are the bigger implications? The good, maybe the challenging, when AI gets this involved in processing the information that shapes policy and public debate?
It's definitely something to keep an eye on. Fascinating stuff.
Thanks for tuning in. You can follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Music, or your favorite app, and connect with us on LinkedIn for more stories and insights.